Picture a boy born to a peaceful sage who picks up a divine axe and wipes out every arrogant king on earth. Not once, not twice, 21 times. Rivers ran red with their blood, empires crumbled, and he did it all because one tyrant dared to steal from his father. This isn't a movie. This is the untold, pulse-pounding life of Parshuram, the sixth avatar of Lord Vishnu himself. The warrior sage who still walks among us as one of the 7 immortals or Chiranjivi. Stick around till the end because the final twist will leave you speechless. If you love epic tales of justice, revenge and dharma that hit harder than any Marvel fight scene, hit that like button right now and let's begin. Deep in the forests along the Narmada River in the Treta Yuga lived the great sage Jamdagni, a descendant of Bhrigu, and his devoted wife Renuka, a princess turned ascetic. We start our story from when, after having 4 sons, their 5th child arrived with a prophecy that shook the heavens. As mentioned in the Mahabharata, Ramayana and various Purans, notably Bhagavad, Vishnu, Vayu and Brahmand Puran, Lord Vishnu himself chose this family to incarnate and restore balance because the Kshatriya kings had become tyrants, looting sages, oppressing the weak, forgetting dharma. This 5th son was named Ram at first, but destiny had other plans. From childhood, he showed 2 sides no one could explain, the calm wisdom of a Brahmin and the fire of a born warrior. Little did the world know, this boy would one day be called Parshuram, meaning Ram with the axe. We will refer to him as Parshuram not to confuse him with Lord Rama. Renuka was no ordinary woman. Her purity was legendary. She could mold a clay pot from river sand with her bare hands and it would hold water perfectly. One fateful morning, while fetching water, she saw a handsome celestial king bathing with his queens. Just for a split second, a stray thought crossed her mind. The pot crumbled in her hands. Jamdagni, through his divine sight, saw everything. Rage boiled inside him.
This sin must be washed in blood,
he declared. He ordered his 4 elder sons.
Behead your mother.
They froze. Love overpowered duty. One by one, they refused. Their father cursed them on the spot, turning them into stone-like fools, stripped of their senses. Then he turned to the youngest, Parshuram. The boy didn't hesitate. He raised his axe and in one clean strike severed his own mother's head. The ashram fell silent. Jamdagni was stunned by this absolute obedience.
Ask for any boon,
he said, voice trembling. Parshuram's reply still gives goosebumps.
Bring my mother back to life. Erase this entire memory from my brothers and her mind. Grant me victory in every battle I fight, and make me immortal until the end of this cycle.
The sage smiled through tears. Renuka rose alive. The family was restored, but Parshuram had just proven he was no ordinary son. He was dharma incarnate. Yet Parshuram knew his true purpose was bigger. He left the ashram and performed the most terrifying penance to Lord Shiva, standing on one toe for years, meditating amid fire and ice. Shiva appeared, pleased beyond words.
You have earned more than any mortal,
he said. He handed Parshuram the Parshu, a divine axe forged in cosmic fire, sharper than any weapon in existence. Shiv himself trained him in every martial art, every weapon, every secret of warfare. From that day, the boy Ram became Parashuram, the axe-wielding Ram, a Brahmin by birth, a Kshatriya by action, a walking storm of justice. Years passed. One day, while Parashuram was away on a mission, the mighty king Kartavirya Arjuna, Sahasrabahu, the 1,000-armed tyrant, blessed by Dattatreya, arrived at the ashram with his massive army. Jamdagni welcomed them with true hospitality. The divine cow Kamdenu, gifted by the gods, produced endless food, milk, and riches for the guests. The king's eyes turned greedy.
Give me this cow,
he demanded. Jamdagni refused. In rage, the king seized Kamdenu by force, destroyed parts of the ashram, and left laughing. When Parashuram returned, his mother and brothers told him everything. His eyes burned with fury. He marched straight to the king's capital, Mahishmati. What followed was one of the most legendary one-man battles in history. Kartavirya unleashed 500 arrows at once from his 1,000 arms. Parshuram dodged like lightning, swung his axe and chopped off those arms one by one like harvesting wheat. The earth shook, the king fell. His entire army was annihilated. Justice was served, or so Parshuram thought. Because revenge has a way of biting back. While Parshuram was performing the last rites for the fallen, Kartavirya's sons sneaked into the ashram and brutally murdered Jamdagni, beheading the peaceful sage in cold blood. Renuka's cries echoed across the forest. Parshuram returned to find his father's headless body and his mother rolling in grief. That moment broke something inside him. He raised his axe to the sky and roared a vow that still echoes in scriptures.
I will rid this earth of every single corrupt Kshatriya, 21 times.
And he did exactly that. He circled the globe 21 times. Every time the Kshatriya kings regrouped and new generations rose, Parshuram returned like an unstoppable force of nature. He filled 5 massive lakes, the Smantpanchak, with their blood. The rivers ran crimson for years when the burden of evil lifted from the earth. Gods themselves finally intervened.
Enough, Parshuram. Dharma is restored.
He stopped, but only after 21 complete annihilations. With his mission complete, Parshuram threw his axe into the Arabian Sea and commanded the waters to recede. The land that emerged? He gifted it to Brahmins he brought from the north, the sacred Parshuram Kshatriya, known today as Kerala and the Konkan coast. He walked away. No throne, no kingdom, no desire for glory. He gave the conquered land to sage Kashyap and retreated into meditation. Because his purpose was never power, it was always balance. He retired to the Mahendragiri mountains where he is believed to be living even now. Because here's the mind-blowing part. Parshuram is a Chiranjivi, one of the 7 immortals. He still lives, waiting for the right moment when the world needs him again. Because the Kalki Puran mentions Parshuram as the future Guru of Kalki, the last avatar of Vishnu in Kali Yuga. Later in the Treta Yuga, Parshuram would test Lord Rama himself in the Ayodhya Kand of the Ramayana, only to bow in recognition of the next avatar. In the Dwapar Yuga, as narrated in the Mahabharata, he trained warriors like Bhishma, Dronacharya and Karna, yet even the greatest could not match his fire. His life is a thunderous reminder of the blending of the wrath of Shiva and the benevolence of Vishnu. This story emphasizes that true power isn't in birth or throne. It's in unshakable dharma, fierce devotion, and the courage to stand against tyranny no matter the cost. So next time you see injustice, remember the acts of Parshuram. If this story gave you chills, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we're dropping more mind-blowing Hindu epics every week. Share this with the friends who love history. They'll thank you. I'll see you in the next historical tale. Until then, stay righteous. Thanks.